Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. Guys, in this particular workshop, we are going to talk about data science. This is a big problem that is happening. People have been struggling to get jobs. There are many people who have completed their trainings, their long trainings in data science, and now they are struggling to get jobs. They have been looking for jobs from many days, many months, and the situation is like the mindset and the observation of the people is like to get a job as a data science into a fresher, it's taking longer time. So I will be talking about a few stuff which would be changing things all around for you, and be there till the end. It's going to be very important because recently we conducted a survey, we run a group, we manage some of the trainings, and we conducted a survey, and the participants in the survey were all the people who have been looking for job into data science. They all were freshers, and they all have completed their long trainings in data science. So what was the survey about? We asked them how many people have been looking for a job and since how long are they looking for a job. So the results were like 40% of people were looking for jobs for below 2 months, and 40% of the people were looking for job more than 2 months, and 20% were like 40% below 2 months, 40% from 2 months to 6 months, and then 20% from 6 months and above. Guys, this is the challenging situation. It means that more than 60% of people who have completed their trainings in data science are struggling to get a job from more than 2 months. And this is a real problem of worry. So, guys, what I'm going to do now is, as you know, I have majorly worked as most of my career as a human resource professional in global workforce management team. I know how to switch skills. There is a specific phase, specific things that people have to do if they want to get from one skill set to another skill set, or if they want to get into a new job. I have managed bench, I have managed utilization, and with the help of that, I will be now talking and putting all my efforts, all my experience into picture. So, guys, what do people exactly do? The thing is, they go for a training which is into data science, and it's a long training. They teach them statistics, they teach them Python, then they teach them libraries of Python known as NumPy, Pandas. Then they go ahead with data visualization. There is then different type of libraries like Seaborn. Then they move ahead into machine learning, into deep learning, then NLP, and so on. So what is happening is that once the people complete this training, they are looking for jobs in this aspect. If they go ahead, they either type data scientist or data analyst in job search portals, and they look for jobs accordingly. So guys, what they have to do, they are doing something which is not right. Data science, data analyst jobs are not only uploaded with the title known as data analyst or data science. There are many different titles that can be used as a data analyst role. For an example, to be a data analyst, it can be updated as data analyst, then financial analyst, then marketing analyst, then surveillance analyst, research analyst, MIS executive, then marketing research analyst. So there are multiple roles which perform a same job as data analyst. So what people are not doing is they are not looking for these multiple roles. As soon as they complete their training, they are logging into portals, they are looking for data analyst, data scientist. They are doing this tool search, and they are uploading, they are going ahead and applying for these jobs. But I told you so many skill sets now, so many roles which I told you. All those roles will also have the similar job set. People are completely overlooking this. And now what is happening is, if I go ahead, yesterday I was just doing a random check to have the latest view. I checked one particular job which was raised as a data analyst, and it was like one open position for a fresher, and 1300 people has applied for that. So what is happening is, guys, you have to understand how to proceed with that. The one thing is, I told you so many skill sets, note it down. I will repeat it once again for you. And there are many more than this. Data science, data analyst, financial analyst, marketing analyst, surveillance analyst. There is something also known as incentive calculation analyst, then research analyst, then MIS executive, market research analyst. So all these can be the titles wherein you can get the analyst job. So how you have to do is you have to plan yourself well. Guys, I am assuming that most of you have already attended first two sessions of our. In that, we have given you ample number of techniques about how to make your resume, what are the channels, how should you approach to get a job. I'm assuming that you have already started doing that. ATS resume, cover letter, then the channels of job search, how to do that, and we have also conducting technical discussions about the process how to get into job. So those are the first two steps, and this is a third step because people are not getting jobs. So now what you will do, guys, after doing those first two steps, the people who have already completed more than 6 months, more than 2 months, and have been struggling to get a job, the first thing that you have to do is stop only searching for jobs by putting the title known as data analyst and data scientist. Whatever things which I just told to you, start applying that and then explore the jobs. And there is another way to it, guys. You will feel the difference. You will feel the massive difference. There's another thing is that start looking for a job which is related to your education. For an example, there are a few people who have completed their financial education in financial background. They have to look for a job which is into financial analyst. The role will be same. You will have to work in data, but it would be related to financial. If you have completed your MBA in finance or PGDBM in finance, or so you have completed your BCom, if then you have applied for these type of trainings, and if you are looking for a data analyst role which is completely in other industry, then you will find it very tough to get it. There are already people who are from that industry, they will get the upper hand and they will get selected. So you have to understand, first of all, if you have completed your education from say microbiology or BCS field or that kind of field, if you have if finance, if marketing, then you have to look for the roles which will be specific to you. If you have completed your marketing, then it's going to be marketing analyst or marketing research analyst. There are many roles. You have to just start thinking out of the box. The whole crowd is just going at ticking, applying without applying proper strategies. Now you have to upload the proper ATS resume, then you have to look for the roles which I just said, then you have to see which role is more aligned to your resume, to your education qualification. You have to start applying for that. Okay, that's not it, that's it. Okay, there are more things to do it. People see, the challenge is that not each and every company that is there, they use Python for doing data analysis. There are many companies who are still heavily relied on MS Excel. There are many companies who are still relying on Power BI for those type of tools. So what you have to do is, suppose you are struggling from last more than 5 months, last more than 3 months, you have to tweak around the way how you try to get into jobs. Or else what will happen is, this 6 months will turn into 8 months, then 9 months, then a year. And there are more and more people who are just being pumped after getting these trainings. So yeah, you try to understand the situation. The people who have completed these data science trainings will be more and more, and the jobs are limited because you are analysts, you're not developers, right? If there is a team of developers like 400 people, 200 people, a big team of developers, they will only have one, two, or three business analysts. One will be a senior person, then two will be for reporting to him, then only one role will be for a fresher. Guys, what does it mean? There is a huge competition. There is a huge competition, and now the trainings, the more and more people getting applying for that, then more and more people are getting released from the trainings and they are struggling to get jobs. So you have to always think out of the box. You will still get jobs. Jobs are there, but you have to think out of the box to see how you can go to that job. So now I told you there are different roles. You see where your education makes you fit that particular role. The resume that we have discussed in earlier workshop, see whether that particular resume you have uploaded it in that particular format and upload it in the websites. And now we were talking about the tools. So guys, people have been using MS Excel. People have been using Power BI. So instead of just struggling to get a job as data analyst, you have to you should start looking for the jobs which are there in Excel, in Power BI, in SQL, right? So all these are also jobs which are related to your profile. If you are not getting a core job into data analyst profile or into a data scientist profile as of today, then you have to start working towards reaching it maybe in 6 to 7 months. How will you reach to it? There are skills which I just said you: Excel, Power BI, MS SQL, Python. There's all these things are going to be the stepping step towards reaching your data science role. So instead of just, if you are struggling to get a job from more than 4 months, stop doing the same mistake. Rather than just searching for the role which is related to data analyst, keep searching the roles which are related to data science as well. But do not only restrict to that. Take a step ahead, then another step, then another step. And how will you do that? Go ahead, see if there are any jobs related to Power BI. I'm assuming that you have done a Power BI training as well. There are openings for Power BI as well. There are openings for SQL as well. There are openings for Python as well. The whole point is, instead of directly going there, take step by step. If you follow this process, your time will get saved. Your efforts will not go in vain, and you won't struggle. Okay. And what will happen is, after you complete 1 year in Python, say 1 year in SQL, 1 year in Power BI, or 1 year in Tableau, so all these things will build up. And ultimately, when you try to switch, you will already be an analyst. You will already be a data analyst. But the only thing that is that you won't be having experience on pure Python libraries or machine learning tools. But your step to reach to that will be very easy, right? So this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. If you are struggling to get a job directly as a data scientist, keep exploring for that. It won't make any difference. Okay, keep exploring. If that works, it's well and good. But as the requirements are less and more people are getting pumped up in the market after completion of trainings, follow these practices. The roles, there are different kind of roles. The roles are not restricted to the labels which are known as data science and data analyst. Point number one: see what are the roles, whether you have explored them. Then the second thing is that your your expertise. What is your qualification background? If you are masters into some marketing stuff, see for the roles which are related to market research analyst, marketing analyst, those kind of roles. For these kind of roles like Google Analytics, Facebook Analytics, guys, you also have to study on your own. If you're talking about business analyst, if you're talking about data analyst, data scientist, training never stops. You have to have that mindset wherein you keep training, keep learning, keep training, keep learning, and then step by step work towards getting it. Roles, then what is your education qualification, and then you have to try to look for the jobs in that particular sector. If you have completed your financial background, if you have a financial background, and if you're trying to get into some science analytics role or marketing, then they won't select you. You will just get demotivated. Your personal profile will not go accordingly. And the third is, go ahead, consider steps as a ladder. Do not just only keep looking for data scientist role, because you are wasting your time here. Because believe me, more than 6 months for a job without getting a job after completion of training is a big thing. More people will get flushed in, and if you do not get a job, then you will find it tough, because more and more people will be again pumped up, and that is how the trainings are going on. So yes, MS SQL, there is a role known as MIS executive. They worked on extracting data. They try to make sense out of the data. Then they worked on Excel series, the different MIS executive. Search for this role. There are many openings related to it. Then SQL, then Excel. And most of the companies are still following their Excels, SQLs, then Power BIs, Tableaus. So start working towards it. And then it will come a time in your career that after 1 year, you will already be a data analyst and keep learning, and then directly try to switch, because your base will be strong. And then getting into into like machine learning role or a business analytics role, which is into core Python, you will find it very easy and your time will not be wasted. And you will have something in your resume, right? Because another thing is that you will not be get selected as a fresher if you're not having a good portfolio. That's what does a portfolio mean? It is not only about looking for a job, just completing your certification. It's not about that. It's about what projects you have added in your resume. It's very important. Which all projects you have added in your resume? Have you done some projects on your own? Have you done any of the internships? Have you collaborated on some projects? Have you updated your profile on Kaggle? Have you demonstrated your project somewhere? Is all these things, are they all uploaded in LinkedIn? As there are many more things that you have to do. Okay, so do that. I will be sharing some of the links. I will be sharing some of the links in the description. I will be sharing some of the links in the description, guys. Go ahead and have a look at it. And by following this, whatever I have said, your process of getting a job into data science as a fresher will increase. Your chances of getting a job will increase. And when you add these two things in the first and second session of ours, your resume, your cover letter, how your resume reaches the recruiter, and the technical part of it, when you add this thing to that, it would be a complete big package, and you will be the person who will start getting upper hand for each and every role that you apply for. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share today. And when it comes to links, I will be sharing some of the links in the description. Just have a look at it. This video is not supposed to be missed, guys. Okay, take care, guys. Do not miss and apply all these learnings. You will surely get a job. Okay, guys, it's about working hard, consider consistently increasing, improving yourself, and that is how you get a job. Take care, guys.